Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Morrowind. Well, last time, we ascended to the rank of Master in a House Telvanni, though that's not entirely good news. On the plus side, I get to upgrade my Doom Fortress to its ultimate final level, and, okay, that is very, very good indeed, but, yes. The consequence of that is, apparently, it's now my responsibility to actually engage in, yes, political assassination on behalf of House Telvanni. And I feel like in many ways, this conflicts with my duty as the Nerevarine, given sooner or later, the implication was I need to get every great house to agree that I'm the chosen one and they're all gonna work for me. Which might be a problem if I've been going around murdering some of them. Still, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, let's see what, yes, the final stage of my Doom Fortress calls for, because I suspect there's gonna be one a hell of a price tag. So, quick divine intervention should get me straight back to Wolverine Hall from here. There we go, beautiful, so in which case just... Seriously, John, every time. You don't wear the Pope robe anymore, you take full damage these days. As I was saying, downstairs under the council chambers, we need to figure out what this Doom Fortress is gonna cost me. Okay, Lunella, what have you got for me? So, I'm ready to build the last stage of your stronghold, and yours will be the first since the fall of Resdeen to be guarded by Dwemer and Homunculi. So okay, there's a book, Secrets of the Homunculi, which has been lost for many years. I know this book lies in the vampire-infested ruins of... Galom Deus. I've already been there and cleaned that place out because the temple wanted me to, so, okay, I know precisely where that book is. When I say precisely, it's in a pile somewhere in the Balmoral Mages Guild. Like, I have a lot of priceless ancient books just in a stack somewhere, so, oh, please tell me that's all you need, because if so, that is no problem whatsoever, Lunella. In fact, thanks to that, I could kill two birds with one stone. Quite literally, in fact. So, okay. One quick recall back to Balmora. And not only can I pick up the book I need to collect, but on top of that, the person I need to assassinate is only just around the corner. Because, yeah, the Odai River, that's the river that runs straight through Balmora. So, head south. You'll see a manor house on your right. And we're looking for Raynasa Rethan. Gotcha! So yeah, if we follow the Odai south, we're going towards the ocean, and the path that leads to Hla'od. So, presumably, yeah, somewhere here around the Odai Plateau. Still, one thing at a time here, one thing at a time. Just got to dig through my giant pile of junk till we find... there we flippy go! Right, so we've got a lovely book here with a bunch of pictures, just seeing how those robots work, so... you know, it just struck me. This means that I get my own robots guarding my stronghold, so, okay, fine. Aryan has got, you know, his mushroom growing out of a castle and whatnot, but his mushroom isn't guarded by robots, only mine's gonna have robots, so, okay, now this I can deal with. And I know Galbadir in particular is really hoping that I like my new and improved Doom Fortress, because I can't help but think she's probably getting bored of this pile of junk she's surrounded by. Okay, with that in hand, let's move on to Objective 2 while I'm in this bit of the world. So just, yeah, mosey around the corner, scout out this manor house, and figure out, yes, precisely how we're going to approach this. Because in a perfect world, I feel like, yes, the most sensible thing we could do is break into the manor house, kill Raynasa, and have nobody else know I was ever here. So okay, follow the river southwards, keep an eye out on the right, and there's something. Right, so we got a structure right here. Question is, yeah, is it guarded? And if so... do we want to be, you know, avoiding aforementioned guards? Because so far, at least... okay. Seems fairly on the modest side, actually, so, okay. Check you. That's the manor. This will presumably be... Gold's house. Not sure who Gol is, but I'm not supposed to be killing Gol, so I'm not gonna kill Gol. Have any chance? Can we use my, amazing jumping abilities to go in via, say, a trapdoor on the roof or something? Okay, it turns out there's no trapdoor on the roof, and also, John, before you land, put on your poke parachute, okay? It's very important you remember to put on the poke parachutes. There we go, no damage whatsoever. So, okay, there's a trapdoor on top of the tower, but there isn't one here. Okay, that can maybe be a tiny bit on the concerning side. Weapons away, hands down. We can, just walk in without them realising I'm here to do a murder. All the better. So, here we go. Okay. The servants don't appear to be attacking me. Oh. Right. They know I'm a House Telvanni. They don't like me. They know I'm not supposed to be here. And I feel like they were just, yelling. So, what we're going to do is have our hands ready. And you know what? We're going to use the better absorb more health spell. And, madam, can we... Oh, hang on. She got her hands out first. So we're just going to grab some health out of you. And, no, failed. Never mind. Just grab some health back. Beautiful. And... job flipping done. Right. So, she very much saw me coming, but luckily, she didn't, have any guards or anything. Then again, oh, hang on. Okay, for some reason she's got double glass weapons. Right, we'll be having them, those will be good money back in town. Oh, and I tell you what, that ring is actually not bad. Shock damage up to 40 for 10 seconds and 20 feet, that's actually quite a bloody lot, so okay, you're coming with me, friends. The problem we've got here is, yes, I can't, taunt these people into attacking me, because they just yell at me, and when there's a red option, you can't do anything but click that. So, okay. They saw me come in here.
What is it, peasant?
But they didn't actually see the murder take place, so... I'm going to let you two live. Don't make me regret that, because I know where you live. I can come back later if it turns out I have to. Okay, and I can't deny, while I'm here, I'm now just curious. Who's Gol, and why'd you, have a house right here inside this base? Okay, this person is just yelling at me, not really willing to engage, unfortunately. Honestly, on reflection, he's being very reasonable at the moment. I feel if you walked into a Telvanni's tower, they would not be so accommodating as to just ask you to politely leave. Anyway, that's one murder taken care of. And we've even made a nice little bit of cash on the side by selling her lovely weapons and whatnot. So, having made some very fast progress there, right, back to Sadrith Mora. And then it's just a couple of quick boat rides to get me back to Telvos, though... okay. Having previously just walked up to the leader of the Mages Guild and murdered him, and thus taken over the Mages Guild. I mean, logically, if that works for the Mages Guild, that should definitely work in House Telvanni, so, I feel like I could just go to Teleroon, murder what's-his-face, the big boss who lives there, and take over, but... okay. Right now, officially, I work for Aryan. If he's not said, go kill the big boss, I shouldn't do that, because I'd be breaking the chain of command, which, once again, feels like a very House Telvanni thing to do. I feel like they'd respect me for doing that, but we'll stick with the plan for now. I'm sure Aryan will be well up for authorizing me to commit murder when the time is right, given that it's literally what he just had me do right now. I do enjoy, by the way, just, leaping into a levitate as I rush up the hill and then just float into midair straight up to his lovely Doom Fortress. It's a lovely approach, Ari, and I do like your base. So, Raynasa, nice and dead. Aryan is thrilled, though, yeah, I'm mildly concerned the other great houses might not be so happy about this, because there were definitely witnesses. I should have just killed those guys. Ooh, and hilariously, yes. By the sounds of it, that was her stronghold, suggesting if I'd gone for House Lalu, that might have been my stronghold, and Oh, if so, I'm very glad I didn't go for House Lalo, because that was not an interesting stronghold. My Doom Tower, next to a lava river, inside of a Dwemer ruin, that is definitely the better option. And apparently from here on out, it's nothing but cocking and murder, so... right, we killed someone from Hlalu, now it's time for Rethan, and... I think I know precisely where he's referring to, when he says, yeah, Bal Isra, on the road from Aldrune to Margan, because when I was walking that road, there was a location that showed up on my map, but there was nothing there, and I bet that's what that was. That'll be the location where, if you join a House Rethan, you build your own stronghold, so, right, that makes a lot of sense, gotcha! Also, I 100% just walked straight through Sadrith Mora without bothering to go and speak to Lunella, didn't I? Okay, mildly embarrassing. Just need to hop back on the boat for a second. No, John, don't. Remember, when you're here travelling to Sadrith Mora, you can just divine intervention, that's fine. And yes, I wouldn't mind if this was the last trip I ever had to make down to the basement underneath the council chambers, because it is quite a bloody long walk just to go and speak to Lunella. So alright, this is precisely what I need. Together with the schematics you brought me, this should be enough to unravel the secrets of Dwemer Centurions. I will give you... oh, blimey. I thought we were just having those little ball robots, but no, she's talking of full-on Centurions. That's pretty badass, so... right. Should go quickly, about 5 days, so... okay. My journal should let me know when that's ready to go, but... we are now, you know, in the final countdown for the ultimate mega robot Doom Fortress. Also, hilariously, yes, when I want to, like, leave Lunella and go back up to the surface, it's definitely going to be faster for me to just divine intervention back to Wolverine Hall and then just, you know, run to the docks rather than actually bothering to go up the stairs. So I'm now using magic because I can't be bothered to climb up the stairs. I'm a true member of House Telvanni. But yes, I've moseyed back up the coast here towards Vos and Telvos, because before I get on with more murder and whatnot, there is some business I'd like to do here. Here we go, Mal and Ryan, another mouth back in Sadrith Mora. They wanted me to, yes, get some schematics from another Dwemer ruin, west of the town of Vos. So yeah, that will presumably be somewhere in this region. Dwemer ruins are generally pretty easy to spot, but on top of that, yeah. The Zainab camp is nearby as well, one of the locations of the Ashlander tribes. And here we go, that's not just about, you know, the Nerevarine business. My master is also looking to establish trade links with these guys, so I should mosey over there and figure out what goods they might be interested in trading. And admittedly, yes, this is only going to get me like 100 gold. But honestly, it's more about the fact that this is one of Master Arian's quests, so it might count for Telvanni reputation. So yeah, we'll just start off by moseying westwards and see what we stumble across, because, yeah, by the looks of it, this bit of Vvardenfell, the Grazelands, seems to be pretty much bloody empty. Like, you know, there's a signpost here, there's nothing on it but Vos and Telvos. But logically, if I just mosey up to a high spot, dealing with any bugs and whatnot, and... I'm gonna be honest, I thought I had, you know, absorb health set. I didn't. I had divine intervention set, so... right, mildly embarrassing there, hang about. Hilariously, the same bug is actually waiting for me, so... okay, if I just eliminate you right now, that will remove the source of that embarrassment. As I was saying, yeah, presumably, if I just get up to a nice high location here, spot on. Dwemer ruin, pretty much due west, a tiny bit south, that'll be what we're looking for. And yeah, as I was saying, by the looks of it, there is really not much going on here. This is just a wide open, ever so slightly tropical plains. And yeah, just peeking southwards, that's just a small Ashlander camp. Not one of the proper settlements or anything, just some random folks, and they tend to attack on sight, so, yeah. It's not there's no one here, it's just they don't really live in settled towns or anything. Okay, so mosey up to the front door, dealing with the local wildlife as we move in, and mysticism moving in the right direction too, though. Actually, thinking about it, John, mysticism going up is great, because, you know, that is just a willpower. You're looking at a good level up, although, yeah. If we want to level up with House Telvanni again, and we do, pretty soon actually, we now need one of those skills up to 80. Meaning, okay, let's go back over to destruction for the time being. We should be pretty close to that leveling up at 2 by the looks of it, so just to start setting you on fire, making sure we're close enough by that the touch spells actually make contact, so, okay. Just mosey on in. This will be the front door right here. Spot on. Right, cast a bit of light, and bloody hell, there's cocking centurions here. So, I was about to say centurions who are very chill. Nope, never mind. Not that chill. Finish them off and nice and quick, please. Nice and quick. Every other thing, yeah, you guys can just be at destruction. You are nice and weak to magic, but I swear, the Centurions are resistant to, like, every type of magic. Nothing seems to do a thing to them, and there we go. Destruction at 77, and we've leveled up 2. Beautiful, though. Okay, there's also jump. How many times? You don't use spells on ghosts, they just reflect it back at you. You just whack them with a big old stupid hammer, and I swear that steel keg is bigger than most of them. Like, significantly bigger. No, seriously. This entire dungeon seems to be full of unusually large steel kegs. Don't know why, but there's just a whole bunch of them, and Chronicles of Nchuleft. Inside Nchuleft. But I don't need that anymore. No, I definitely don't need that. I'm here for schematics, not the book Chronicles of Nchuleft. Okay, just one more room down bottom. A nice ornate chest and whatnot. Nothing worth grabbing really apart from yet more Dwemer coins, though. Okay, hilariously, it turns out the schematics I came here for are scarab schematics, and I think this might be like the 3rd set of scarab schematics I've come across. I really need to stop collecting these. Anyway, that should be everybody nice and dead here, so if I just, you know, rest 1 hour, there we flipping go, and okay, now that's a nicer flipping level up. Lovely. Speaking of which, John, your magic's almost gone and you still need your, you know, destruction to be going in the right direction. So, rest overnight here. It's now the following morning. Spot on. Start setting rats on a fire, etc., etc. Lovely. So, okay. From here, we've actually got, yeah, the camp on our map. So, we should just be able to go in a straight line over the open plain. Should be right in front of me. Hello there, small demon friends. Oh, and I tell you what. The plains here, they're covered in wickweeds. That's one of the ingredients I can use to make 10 million potions. So, okay, I'm also sitting on 100 salt rice and 139 marshmallow right now. So, right. This here, it turns out, is a good place for harvesting a lot of very useful resources. Oh, and I tell you what, while I'm passing by, hang on, another thing I love to see when I'm just out in the wilderness. That is an ancestral tomb. Oh, though, bloody hell. Okay, this door is not just trapped. The lock level is 100, which normally means at some point someone's going to give you a key to come back here for a very specific reason. But that's not gonna cocking stop me, game. Right, sort out the trap, and nice and easy. And these days, I've got an 80% chance to cast my very best open spell. So okay, that sorted that out nice and easy. Though I feel like potentially, you know, I'm walking into an area I shouldn't be walking into in many ways. And I swear skeletons are very mysteriously resistant to flipping fire. So okay, ignore Firebite for the time being. Go back over to my new favourite spell, Absorb Health, because now, buddy, yeah, you can just keep hitting me as much as you want. I can just tank it, alright? There's nothing you can do to me, friends. And someone's not kidding around either. There's yet more bloody traps the far side of that small hallway, so, okay. What precisely is going on here? I feel like I've stumbled into something, you know, big. Also, you, sir, Just gonna stay out of your way for a second, while I, like, you know, get my entire magic meter back by just whacking ya with my whacking stick. There we go, lovely. 2 taps, bit of hiding behind a pillar. I've got my entire magic meter back. Okay, this mace is amazing, because after a single little poke, I've got 30 seconds of magic coming back. That is ludicrous. Right, now that's done. Just to keep doing a little bit of fire damage to you stupid losers. And I really need to go spellmaking for destruction. Because Firebite's fine, but it's falling behind a bit on the damage. And Mind the Zap is great, but it's arguably a bit too expensive. So, yeah, I need like something in the middle, to be honest. And seriously, what the cock are you guys guarding in here? That is the 3rd trapped door in a row. Oh, and hello, sexy. I think we may be about to get an answer here, because there's someone here. So, okay. If there's someone down here, finish off at skeleton friend first. Nice and stop blocking. He's... Oh, hang on. There's someone here, and I'm not entirely sure I like them being here. Also, that skeleton just got a few hits in, so I'm just going to, like, you know, drink health potion, and given I've got a lot of bloody health potions... Right, friend. We just need to zap you for a second, and... okay. You're pretty magic resistant by the looks of it, so just to give you a few zaps with my lovely spell, and... I just killed Goris the Maggot King, who fascinatingly had nothing on him that was enchanted. Okay, though, 1 empty Grand Soul Gem, bit of money, ebony staff, good for selling if nothing else. And on top of that, we've got... okay, presumably someone who's, like, you know, working with Goris the Maggot King or whatnot. So you could just go down to friend. More staffs. You were just Leuven, some guy, possibly a bodyguard. Possibly you were the one who locked all the doors, given you've got the equipment on you. So, okay. I feel like I just, stumbled in on something really important that at some point a guild's going to ask me to go and sort out. It's going to be very embarrassing when they eventually say to me, okay, I shall now reveal to you the terrible secret. We must hunt down Goris the Maggot King, who is not dead after all. And actually, no, sorry, I killed him last week while I was just doing some generic looting. He's even got a fancy bow of shadows for invisibility and a fortified speed. So you're coming with me just to sell or whatnot, and even his tiny chest is trapped. So this guy was obsessed with traps. You know what? On this occasion, it makes sense he was. That is a lot of cocky gems. And then, yes, Darkest Darkness, which I assume is probably a skill book. But if so, I've seen it before. So, okay. We've, killed Goris the Maggot King. Somewhere out there, I assume someone is very happy about that. Oh, and hello, sexy. I just had a rest to get my magic back, but... okay, back at the Telvanni Council House, Fast Eddie has got back with the Amulet of Unity, and the last time a Fast Eddie brought me something, it was the most ridiculously over-the-top item I've ever seen, so, okay, we definitely want to go and check in with him next time we're passing by. For now, though, don't get distracted, because by the looks of it, yeah, you should be right next to one of the camps you're looking for anyway, so just need to find someone who's willing to talk trade. And yeah, remember your Ashlander manners, you might need to offer them gifts just to make them open up a bit, and you're not supposed to be going into anybody's houses before you get invited. So, hello there, random person outside, and... okay. By the sounds of it, yeah, this guy is very willing to talk about precisely what I need immediately. So, okay, we've got plenty of trade goods. Do you think we're savages? Because we don't have the things the subtle people have. Big buildings, heavy furniture, we don't have use for trash like that. And do we really need to dress ourselves in a foolish clothes and stand around with fancy weapons to feel like men? And okay, right, so it sounds like they're not really interested in trade, like, at all. So yeah, they're not looking for anything big or fancy or basically difficult to transport. However, if I, like, you know, slip you a bit of gold, admire you a tiny bit, etc., etc. Even so, okay, we need nothing. It sounds like this is just a bit of a non-starter as far as they're concerned. Ah, but hang on. He may think that, but someone else in the camp doesn't agree. We make everything we need, we don't need things from outsiders. However, Our men get common diseases and blight disease when they go out hunting or tending the herds. They're sometimes gone for a long time and can't return all the way to camp to be cured by the wise women. The settled people make right. You want potions. Gotcha. Because by the sounds of it, they're good at restoration, not so much at alchemy. That's where they've got a bit of a blind spot. And okay, at this point we could mosey back over the plains to Telvos, but honestly we've got nothing to do there, but yeah, just report in to that guy about the trade deal. Hardly seems urgent. We'll be going back there sooner or later anyway. What would be much more interesting, however, would be, yeah, making our way back to Sadrith and Morra. That's where the much more interesting business is. So right, crack out my new favourite spell, a Divine Intervention. I love that thing. And yes, hop down to this ledge, then down, and then you take no fall damage. Just split the fall in two and it's much more manageable. Oh, and this is delightful. Fast Eddie has taken his place on the platform, but he's not bothered, like, you know, putting on a fancy robe. So you guys are just all standing around in your super awesome mage dressing gowns, but no. Eddie's still just wearing his casual outdoor gear. I like you, Eddie. Me and you can be friends. So hang on, where's Malum? Because it was you who wanted the bloody schematics. So here you go, my friend. No trouble whatsoever. And ooh. You just gave me a special Keflapod hat. That could be interesting. Okay, so this hat lets me summon a different hat, fascinating, but also a Dremora for 120 seconds. And that does remind me, by the way, I'm pretty sure I just, like, overlooked this or forgot to check it when it first arrived, but hang on. Yes! Arian's Helper, which he also gave me, which summons a Flamer, Froster, and Storm Atronach, and people were telling me in the comments that yes, I was being very naive and not Morrowindy when I suggested previously, well obviously, you know, if you summon one thing, then the previous thing you've summoned will just disappear. Apparently, that's not the case. In Morrowind, anything cocky goes. You can summon as much as you want from as many different sources as you want, and everything's a-okay, so if I crack out that hat and that glove, I can just summon 4 things at once. Then I can summon something that I myself summon, and on top of that I can just, you know, toss scrolls at the problem to summon even cocking more summons, so okay. When the time is right, and we need to go up against Dagoth and whatnot, I think I'll be summoning in a lot of cocking reinforcements. So okay, that's one good item, but I suspect it's not going to be the best one I received today because, oh Eddie, what have you got for me this time, my friend? So, okay, hands over the amulet, brilliant, but can I send you off on... Oh dear, I think possibly that might be all I could do. Which actually makes a lot of sense because every other mouth in this room, you speak to them, and they've got 2 and precisely 2 missions they could give you. So, when I'm speaking to Eddie, I've also got 2 missions for him, so... Okay, I'm fitting very nicely into Telvanni society right now. And bloody hell, that has got a lot of effects on it, though it is, yes, cast when used, not constant. So, okay. If I put this on and use this, my intelligence goes up, my willpower goes up, and then, yeah, basically every magic school goes up by 5 as well, though... curiously, not alchemy, which I feel aggrieved by. I like alchemy, damn it. So, right, for one weight, you may as well keep it, and try and remember to put that on when you're doing complicated magic of any description. Though the fact it is cast when used, not constant, that does work against it. As does the fact it is competing for a slot with the Necromancer's Amulet, which might just be the best bit of gear in the entire bloody game. Okay, let's get back to business proper here. There's someone else who needs to die. A Rethan Lord in a Bal Isra. So, step 1, recall back to Bal Morra nice and quickly. Lovely. Because yes, while I'm passing by... 1, Galbadir, I'm really sorry about this, but I've got some more junk to add to the pile. Because obviously I'm not selling the Bow of Shadows. That's awesome, and it's got a unique name and whatever, so that gets to stay. Also, embarrassing thing number 2, like even more embarrassing than this mess. Was about to say, now I'm here in Bal Morra, I'll do a little bit of potion making, given I've got all these ingredients and whatnot, but funny old thing, it turns out I've been carrying all my potion making equipment, like, on me, right now, the entire time. But this time, we are going to make the best potions that have ever cocking existed. Because as I understand it, potions are partly a function of alchemy, but intelligence and luck play a big part as well. Which means, yeah, we don't need to worry about the Amulet of Unity, because that boosts intelligence by 10 while I'm wearing it and I cast the spell. The Necromancer's Amulet's doing better than that already. But I can use my gear to boost, yes, luck and alchemy a little bit further. Then use Aria Contemplate new ideas to boost that even a flipping more. Right, intelligence 175, and we're not cocking done yet. Because you see, I've been thinking about this, so if I just take, yes, 1 Asham and 1 Bloat. Right, now I've been saving these up specially. I can use those to make a Fortify Intelligence Potion. Now that Intelligence Potion boosts my Intelligence by a further 44 points, so just drink that right now. So now my Intelligence is 219. But now, presumably, if I take the same 2 ingredients again and create another potion, well, this time I'm boosting Intelligence by 46. So that's also a distinct potion. So if I drink that now, my intelligence is now 265, meaning if I just got enough of those ingredients, presumably, I could just make increasingly powerful potions in a loop, functionally forever, so... Oh, I feel like I'm standing on the edge of a precipice right now. I should step back. This way madness lies. But that's not gonna stop me making the most ridiculously powerful restore health potions I've ever made. And presumably... Okay. At this point, yes, I'm creating potions vastly more often than I'm failing. And my alchemy skill is just going to go through the cocking roof as well. So, okay, that just went up to 59. Right there, I heard the little nice noise. So, we can just keep going a little bit further. There's 60, continuing to move in the right direction. So, as we go, the potions are actually getting better and better and better. There's 61 too. So, right, that's down to 1. So, we'll get rid of that. But don't worry, because I just picked up some bloody wickweed. So right, we'll just keep making that as well. Beautiful. So, okay, at this point, yes, I will basically never run out of potions again. So, okay, at its max, we're now up to 14 points of health a second for 32 seconds. Which is slightly ridiculous because that is vastly more health than I've got. I've got like less than 200, so that is, you know, filling up my health meter multiple times over. So, okay, so I'm starting to see how, yes, alchemy could get silly, potentially. Also, each of these potions is worth 138. And they were made out of ingredients that, 1, grow everywhere, and 2, have a value in a store of 1 each, so... Okay, things are definitely going to get out of hand in a hurry. Gotcha. Right, we'll leave some of these here, like 50 of them, and take another 50 with me, so... Okay, this has been a very, very good little stop for me. Especially as that was the 5 points of alchemy. So that's 5 points of intelligence for my next level up. Lovely. Anyway, back outside, time to get back to business, as I was saying. So, okay, hop on a Silk Strider around the corner to Aldrune. And from here, yeah, just a mosey to the northwest. A beautiful weather we've got this evening for the journey. And we should be stumbling across some sort of a giant, presumably, yeah, red around the architecture in the waste here. Should be pretty easy to spot, to be honest. Generally, this area is pretty empty. Oh, yeah, I see a tower in the distance right there. That's like, you know, Velothi architecture that the Redderans seem to like. So, okay. Mosey in this direction. Burn local wildlife to a crisp while I'm passing by. Lovely. And on this occasion, right, mosey up to the high ground. But notice that, yes, you've got guards. You know, outside. Patrolling, multiple guards in effect. So, given how everyone previously definitely recognised I was House Telvanni, and also the angry musics. Note, that's just Dwemer. thought the angry music was playing because they immediately spotted me and wanted to attack me. No, just the local wildlife, no trouble, friends. Right, hello there. Lovely to see you all. How do you feel about visitors and... you're not supposed to be here, Telvanni. Okay. You don't like me, and also... Ooh. You've got multiple enchanted things on you, I love it. So if it does come to a fight, make sure we loot you, broda. For the time being, though, okay. Everyone's being nice and calm. Little watchtower here. Raram's house, apparently. Jess, you live in, like, you know, a big tusk thing. It's no mushroom, but I'll give it's much, much better. Like, I pity the poor losers who go for House Lalo and get stuck with just a house when you could be living inside a giant claw thing or a giant mushroom. So, okay. Here we go. Giant hammer out, etc., etc. And even once we step inside, the guards are doing a very bad job of guarding. Like, they're sort of challenging me, but not that much, to be honest. So, okay. Door. Straight downstairs. Anyone who attacks me and jump. Maybe you should, like, check who you're supposed to be killing before you arrive at the assassination site. Banden Indarys. Gotcha. And yeah, if this gets nasty,
I'm sure
you've got a lot of friends with all sorts of fancy armor on you, so... okay, we've also got ourselves... oh, have you got, like, a shop down here? That's kind of nice. Unfortunately, they won't do business with me. Bit of a shame there, so... okay. Excuse me, I was about to say there's potentially trouble here. Are you... oh, you're Banden! He appears to not have any, weapons on him. He's just trying to punch me. And he can't. Because I'm too agile. He hasn't landed a single punch so far. This is sad. This is a very sad Banden. This is just tragic, in fact, so... I'm just going to give him a quick bonk. Is anyone objecting to that? No one appears to be objecting to the murder of their lord. I'm so sorry. You should have picked better bodyguards, as it turns out. They are not very loyal to you. That entire fight, he didn't land a single cocking hit. Oh, I tell you what, though. He's got some good stuff here. Ebony arrows, ebony throwing stars and whatnot. They're worth a good bloody money. Right, once again, we are getting rich off murder. Okay, bigger question, though. Now he's dead. Okay, turns out you guys were not loyal to your lord. Fascinating. I mean, honestly, if they're not going to attack me, I'm not going to attack them. I'm happy to just walk in and out, though. This is a lot of witnesses, John. This is going to come and bite you in the arse when it comes time for the whole Nerevarine business. Honestly, at this point, I'm just downright suspicious. Like, those assassinations were too easy, given we are deep into House Telvanni business right now. So, okay. Why was I just sent to deal with those individuals who, like, couldn't fight back and whose friends didn't jump in to assist? Unless Morrowind just bugged out like it's a Bethesda game, that could be a bug, because I really feel like I should be getting attacked right now. Well, nothing I can do about that, so, okay. Recall down the road to Balmora. Beautiful. Flogger the loot for easy money. You, sir, are getting an incredible deal today. And with that done, let's mosey back to Arian. And on the way past, good sir, I've got some excellent news about trades. And not just the promised 100 gold, but an amulet of levitating as well. Oh dear, 10 points for 30 seconds. That's a bit on the sad side. You can just keep that, that's fine. But more importantly, Banden is flipping dead. Beautiful. Oh, and hello, sexy. I was assuming I need to wait till, you know, my destruction was 80, but I'm prepared to declare you a Magister of House Telvanni. So, hang on. I may have missed a couple of pages in the House Telvanni book here. You're forsworn the title of Magister, but maybe you've changed your mind. Will you fight Gothren and claim the title? So... okay, hang on. I feel like I've missed something here. Not yet. What's going on precisely? Okay, I am deeply confused as to how this works, but I think the implication is, if I accept a particular rank, i.e. the one directly beneath Gothren, that functionally acts as a challenge to his authority, so, okay. Based purely on how good the gear that Trebonius was wearing was, oh yeah, we're flipping going for it. So okay, I think it's not so much that, yes, me having the rank is a direct challenge to Gothren, so much as simply by existing at that rank, I am allowed to go and murder him, and in doing so, everyone would just accept that means I'm now in charge. So, okay, I can now literally just walk over to Teleroon and murder the chap. Though I'll tell you what, before we do, one tiny bit of preparation I do need to do. Last time I popped up to see him, yeah, the lad was in a small room with a couple of Dremora bodyguards, meaning if I just come up with the right spell, we can nuke that room before he's got the opportunity to do anything. Here we flippy go. 50 damage lasting for 5 seconds in an area of 20, given area is very cheap to just move around. You don't get much benefit or loss for shuffling that slider. Just toss that into a room a couple of times, block the door so they can't get out, and basically, that'll kill anything. So we'll just buy a nice blizzard spell, beautiful. And then, of course, make sure we've got everything set up correctly here. Take off my Ring of the Wind. Put on the, Ring of Equity, because that gets stuff done against mages. And when the time is right, we activate that. We toss in my new Blizzard spell. Edusa are going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay, big question, though. Does he know I'm coming? Is he going to be hostile the moment we enter? Are his friends are going to join in, or just his bodyguard? So, okay. So far, nothing. Is it deep polite to, like, you know, officially say, hey, I challenge you or whatnot? And, it's a pleasure to see you. Okay, well, now I feel bad about this. Can I, like, taunt him into attacking me? So officially this isn't murder. And, did I hear you correctly? Did you say something? If you're looking for a fight, you're likely to find one. That flipping does it. So, right, activate my Ring of Equity. So now there's basically nothing you could do to me. And yeah, Blizzard is an 80% chance to cast, so we'll just start tossing that in. And in just a second, and start tossing that into a bloody hell. I'm taking some damage in a hurry. Presumably from, yes, his bodyguards. But that's fine. This is why we bring a ridiculous mega... Oh! Okay, so we'll call it a tie. Okay, the trick and the thing I should remember is you can stack as many health potions on top of each other as you want. So, right, let's try this again. Same basic strategy. So we'll just taunt you a little bit, and that makes me angry. That does it. So, right, defense on. Activate my lovely Blizzard McGibble. Yeah, just start drinking health potions now. Mix and match between various old health potions we really don't need. Because, yeah, put those together. That should be a-okay. Now we just start putting a Blizzard on you guys. Beautiful. And, oh dear. Looks to me like all of a sudden you can't do a flipping thing to me. I am healing faster than you can damage me. Okay, so that's the power of alchemy, gotcha. Now you better have had something good on you because... not one enchanted item. That's just sad, Gothren. Still, I'll be having your dagger, etc, etc, and... that is a really, really good restore magic potion right there. That is lovely, actually. So okay, possibly his thing was like alchemy for some reason. We can also have ourselves... blimey, you guys actually drop ebony broadswords. That's bloody valuable. I'll be having those, thank you. Okay, officially, though, I'm still just, you know, a Magister. So, okay, just mosey back to Aryan just to make it official. And there we flippy go. Apparently, I've got the support of the other councillors, and Gothren is dead. Congratulations, because I'm now in charge of a House Telvanni. So, okay, I assume, yes, Aryan would at this point say, hey, you've got to make sure all the other councillors are cool, but I've already done a work for pretty much all of them, so I assume because I went around doing all their missions, yeah, they're just willing to accept that. Beautiful. And hilariously, because I now outrank Aryan, yeah, if I ask after chores, he's no longer giving me missions instead. Yeah, he's asking me what I want him to do. Though I've got nothing for you right now, Aryan. You just take the day off, that's fine. There we go. It is officially confirmed. I'm now in charge of 4 flipping factions. So, right, having murdered my way to the top of yet another group of lovely individuals, how about we call it a part there? But next time, right, I think it's probably time I turn my attention to something very important that I have been rather neglecting. And that's, you know, the main plot, being the Nerevarine and whatnot, because I swear several months ago, there was some talk about, you know, breaking into the prison in Vivek, busting out a bunch of dissident priests, etc, etc. Then I just completely ignored that, so, right, time to get back on the main plot, I would say, so hopefully you join me next time for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Morrowind. Thank you very much, and goodbye. So okay, I've been outwitted by a butterfly and beaten up by a fish.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I didn't steal anything! I'm sorry, I touched the shoes while I was shoe shopping! Okay, I feel like I may have just, walked in on something. What about this person? Can we talk to this person?